Yo, fellow pawners, owners, and dragon nesters, Momojin here, bringing you another episode of my Paladin guide. Oh yeah! Okay, accompanying me is two beautiful angels. Oh yeah, as you can see. Hello! Okay, so we are on advanced skilling time. This time on the two remaining defensive paladin roles, which are damage boosting and okay, now I'm not supposed to disagree. I'm saying the damage boosting and healing as well. Okay, so let's hit right in. And I should probably leave this. I'm starting to freak out. So as we move on to the what's that called? Training room, I'll go ahead and give you a summary of my essential skills related to damage boosting and healing, and also my knowledge on them. Okay, so first of all we have armor break. Yes, the super important skill of a paladin. Okay, 10-second debuff duration, 8-second cooldown, bonus damage for all physical damage dealers from your party. Who says who hey? Hoorah, hooray for your team. Okay, so what happens here is this cooldown, which is lower than the debuff duration, means you probably can permanently break this sucker's armor, alright? And what that means is, yeah, you want to get this on to the enemy as often as possible for your party members. Okay, moving on, we have Elemental Aura. Okay, augmented by a ring, now is level 4. Okay, toggle base. Fire attack and ice attack is boosted by 21%, and fire defense and ice defense boosted by 38%. Moving on, the other one is Conviction Aura, as is also boosted by a level by and ring as well. It's level 3 now. Light attack is boosted by 23%, light defense by 38%. Last but not least, we have Heal, which is augmented by a pair of earrings. Okay, level is at level 8 right now. Heal is 10.2% of max HP, in addition to 1,522 absolute amount, 60 seconds cooldown. And of course I'll cover a bit about on the usage, but first of all I'm going to talk about the aura area of effect and the heal area of effect. As you can see, I have aura restoration, which is not an aura at all. Funny. Okay, when activated, do you realize the red circumference extends out to these two graveyards? Okay, approximately like this kind of distance. Okay, when I'm standing beside the door, it's probably maxed at that distance. So auras, I believe, do have the same area of effect as the aura restoration that you just saw just now, the highlight there, the red highlight, and of course heal as well. Although the animation, the skill animation shows like about here, it actually extends the heal to somewhere here. So yeah. Okay, so let's move on to usage, tips on usage. Okay, first let's head right to armor break. Armor break. Okay, very simple here. What you want to do is you want to probably get armor break as soon as possible. Let's say that tombstone there is a mob, okay, a targetable mob. You would probably want to get there as soon as possible and armor break the crap out of it first before your party members even reach and start dealing their physical damage. Because what happens here is when you want to probably do indirect damage as soon as possible, and your party members can do more bonus physical damage as soon as possible as well, you know? No harm there. Okay, of course I want to elaborate more on that. It's not as simple as that, because sometimes your teammates just want to target something else. Let's say that tombstone there is another targetable mob. Okay, you're running here. Okay, sometimes they just don't follow you. You follow them instead, and you armor break what they target, not what you want them to target. Okay. Yep, so moving on, we have aura. Okay, so first of all, you want to probably, since I have two auras, sometimes when you enter battles, you got to decide in between which aura to use, or in fact, sometimes which aura, whether you should even use an aura at all. Okay, so you probably assess the situation first, and personally, my tip for you is, go ahead and activate the aura which you would like, okay, which you prefer the benefits, okay, whether you desire more damage, go ahead and activate that one, okay. But for me personally, I would actually first look at what type of damage that is most prominent in the battle. What I mean here is this, the damage that the monsters, the type of damage that the monsters will deal, okay. If it's fire and ice type, I will go ahead and activate Elemental Aura for boosted fire and ice defense, and if it's more light based damage that the mobs are gonna deal, I will probably go for a better light defense. And of course, if it's none of the above, like it's dark based damage, more physical damage, etc, etc, you would then it will be followed by the second priority, which you will look at, which is the damage dealt, the type of damage dealt by your party members, okay. So you will probably want to boost that. Let's say there's an elemental lord on your team, I mean, quite obvious, you will go for Elemental Aura. And if you have other cleric brothers on your team, go ahead and activate the Conviction Aura. And especially since mine is augmented by level 3, and most Paladin, I guess, they don't really get me wrong, I may be wrong, but they may have a weaker Conviction Aura. So you probably, you gotta do with communication here. You gotta communicate with a team to know what's better and stuff like that. And of course, there is a much more advanced version. During battle, you can actually change in between auras. This is actually not suggested unless you have great communication with your team, especially if the buddy, you're Skyping over with your buddy, and stuff like that. What I mean here is this. Let's say you're fighting a boss and he's dealing light based damage. Of course you will go for light defense, personally for me, okay. But the thing is, you have an let's say you have an elemental aura, an elemental lord on your team, okay, and he wants you or she wants you to switch over to elemental aura for her ultimate. You can go ahead and actually do that halfway through the battle. Fight, armor break, okay, skid around, okay, and once her ultimate is over, you can probably switch back to light aura, and this actually this involves a lot of communication, and it's not easy to pull off, okay, mind you. And also, as a defensive paladin player, right, when you go ahead, you would probably want to stick with your teammates, and if they are sticking, is what I mean stick, right? I don't mean like among them, because like I said, you don't want to get them receiving damage just because you're already attracting aggro and you're sticking to them. You know what I mean? You don't want that happening. You would probably want to stay close enough for them to receive aura, especially if your team has a cleric, another cleric class, or an elemental lord, okay. And as for physical damage dealers, if you have a full party of physical damage dealers, it's pretty dang simple actually, because you don't really need to stick to them. You just need to armor break, and then you can just stay like quite far from them, and just remember to come back and armor break as much as possible and as soon as possible. Okay, last but not least, we have heal. Okay, right, like I said, this is actually a very crucial skill, because this is one of the main skills that will sustain all your party members in terms of the HP. Okay, so you want to be very, very careful with your heal. You don't want it cancelled, that's for dang sure. Even though 60 seconds maybe to you is like pretty decent, but when those crucial times, your party members need you need their HP recovered and you don't have it, or it's cancelled, yeah, it's pretty bad, okay. And especially if there are critical moments where you need to heal them, you can actually just go ahead and activate Avatar for the invincibility. Go ahead into the fray, and among best try and stand like within the range of the tree, where you stand in the center of those 3 party members and you get all of them healed. Go ahead and activate Aura Restoration and go ahead and heal as well. With that, it doesn't just guarantee, because with the invincibility, you don't risk getting your heal cancelled. You also boost your heal personally, heal for yourself personally, just because you have higher max HP due to Divine Avatar. So there you have it, guys. That is my advanced skilling guide on damage boosting, slightly a bit of defense boosting, and of course healing. Okay, I hope this is very helpful for you guys, to know basically to better use your skills and all that. And I believe it's Valentine's Day, so you know, if you guys happy Valentine's Day to you guys. For those who are single, you know, don't worry, you got games to play. You're probably grinding in Dragon.ness. So anyway, please rate, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys. And for those who are supporting, thank you very much. And I also want to personally thank you those critics as well, those very harsh critics. Yeah. Ciao, guys.